till its logical conclusion. Now, with tension building ahead of Wednesday's June 25th memorial protests, the government is stiffening its posture. Speaking at State House during a breakfast with FKF Premier League champions, President William Ruto stood firm, defending the police and condemning their critics. He called such criticism a threat to national security, even as the streets and social platforms fill with cries against police brutality and forced disappearances and extrajudicial killings. And as the public demands accountability, the president is doubling down on loyalty to the badge. Here is Winfrey Owino with the details.
Despite recent chaos, infiltrations by hired guns, and harsh warnings from the government, the youth are standing their ground. Tomorrow, they march not in anger, but in memory, honoring those who fell during last year's anti-finance bill protests. However, at State House Nairobi this morning, President William Ruto stood firmly behind the police, praising their restraint and promising them backing ahead of what could be a volatile day.
You cannot use force against the police, or insult, or threaten the police. You are threatening our nation.
In this very difficult environment, the police are caught between a rock and a hard place. And in the circumstances, the police officers have made a decision whether they will side with their country or they will allow irresponsible political actors to spoil the country.
While making comparisons to mature democracies, Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen acknowledged that state had received a notice of mass action for tomorrow's demonstrations and urged the police to deal with lawbreakers ruthlessly.
It is only in Kenya where a citizen will say they will invade parliament, they will invade the judiciary, they will visit State House, and they still walk scot-free, not charged, and even when they are taken to court, Your Excellency, they will be released on, and they are told you can just go home for free.
For the better part of Tuesday, social media was awash with content downplaying the possible risks involved in showing up for demonstrations tomorrow. Posts circulated throughout the day, encouraging turnout, softening fears, and rallying support. International eyes are also watching. The UK High Commission, US Embassy, and several European missions have expressed concern, warning against the use of hired guns and reminding the government to obey orders banning plainclothes officers in unmarked vehicles. Inspector General Douglas Kanja is drawing red lines, warning protesters to keep off protected institutions or face the consequences.
That unauthorized persons must refrain from accessing protected areas under the Protected Areas Act, Cap 204 laws of Kenya.
I would like to affirm the Nairobi City County Government's support for the constitutional right to peaceful assembly. The voices of our people are powerful and are important in shaping the future of our city.
But on the streets and on the timelines, the message is clear. The youth are united. They are ready. A powerful symbol of peaceful resistance is taking shape. A bottle of water, a national flag, a candle, and a cell phone. Tools of survival, symbols of hope, instruments of truth. And there is more. A wave of haunting courage is sweeping across online timelines. Young people on the country's digital generation are crafting their own eulogies, designing virtual memorials, and writing final messages just in case they don't make it. Winfrey Owino, KTN, Nairobi.
Well, let's take a look at a classic case